A very windy morning and cold for the Northeast. I am meteorologist Steve Krasinowski with your weather briefing Storm Scoop week outlook. This is week of October 15th, 2018. Just want to start with one of the major events of the last 24 hours. We talked a lot about the cold that has kind of been entrenching itself in much of the country as we've officially flipped our pattern. But last night we had significant wind events in Northeast, specifically in New England. Many areas right outside Boston, and a couple of parts of Boston as well, had winds that knocked out a lot of trees, power lines, a lot of areas without power this morning. Some schools are on delay. Mount Washington reported originally wind gusts of 123 miles per hour. That was later downgraded to 107, but still pretty significant. And it's just something we want to talk about. But our main agenda here is to talk about the week that will be coming up over the next 10 days or so. So let's jump into some of the model guidance and show you what's on tap. So for this, we'll just use the most recent GFS. Obviously, the NAM only goes out to 84 hours, so that's not something we're going to use for long range. Right now we have a system that is currently about to vacate Texas. We have an upper level low up in Canada, should streak across, not bring too much except for the associated cold front with it that will bring quick bursts of either showers or snow showers for parts of up east New York, Vermont, maybe New Hampshire and Maine, light in nature. Here you can see it Wednesday night. Into Thursday morning, some of those snow showers. Nothing really in the way of accumulations. Still sort of trying to dry out here in Colorado, where some snow has really started to take some shape over the last few days, a couple of different bouts of snow. So let's start moving into the weekend. This will be Thursday afternoon. High pressure's really set itself into the heart of the country. And that'll push off to the east slowly as we approach the weekend. Here is Friday. We try and bring some rain showers over into the mid-Atlantic states on Saturday. Not a complete washout for the Northeast, but definitely unsettled. Great Lakes dealing with some some rain, just raw, windy conditions here. Again, pretty dry out west and in the plain states. Nothing too much to speak of. Tropics are pretty quiet right now. And as you can see, next week as we head into Monday, very quiet, but also very cold. Got your 540 line dipping down into Philadelphia, Virginia, all of Pennsylvania, New York. That's all below freezing. So we'll start talking about frost and freezes, and that as the time moves along. And as you can see, we're really in that cold pattern now. Monday into Tuesday again. No real big storms. We're pretty zonal. We talk about that in our discussions. We're very zonal. Any sort of big flow will be in this area next week. But most things are going from left to right and exiting where they pretty much enter. That's why we're not getting into that digging and forcing that would give us any big storms right now. I think the first one that's really on the list would be this guy here that will be affecting the Northeast somewhere around Halloween, maybe a day or two before Halloween. We put that into motion. You can see secondary low as this comes off the Carolina coast. Secondary low forms and then brings that rain up into the Northeast, up into the Great Lakes, because that shoots off that way. And then Halloween remains cold for trick-or-treating, right? It remains unsettled in the Northeast. Southeast starts picking up some rain from a system. Not sure if that's going to be tropical. I don't think so. I think that's going to be a low that drops down. Just not enough moisture or anything around those lines to get excited about that. So, there we have our brief outlook into the next 2 weeks or so. So just to sum things up, not too many things in terms of any snow events. Some snow showers, some snow flurries in certain areas that we discussed. But right now the main idea is that we have flipped out of the summer pattern and fall has taken shape, and there are elements of winter that are starting to peek around, and we have to keep our eyes on them. So This was the Weather Briefing Storm Scoop Extended Outlook. Please keep tuned to our daily discussions that are pretty detailed. And I'm meteorologist Steve Krasinski. Talk to you soon.